Hello once again, YouTubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid with me, Blue Ankylo. So, I realized that on my last video, my fancy de-interlacing didn't seem to solve the problem. So unless there's some way of blending frames together better than what I know how to do for now, it didn't seem to work. And it also had frame jumpy issues again, which I thought I'd solve. So I wasn't too happy with that. So, anyway, here we are, continuing. That elevator ride will be a good test, because the Samus sort of flickers back and forth on the elevator, so if she's completely invisible for that, or solid the whole way up, still not working properly. If anyone knows a way to fix that, give me a shout. Almost done my game here, and still haven't quite figured out my video settings, so that's a little bit disappointing. Anyway, I'm trying a couple different things this time, but I doubt they'll make any difference for my problem. Anyway, so we have, in the last episode, defeated Ridley, our nemesis. Like I said then, I'm sure we'll never meet him ever again. Now that we have basically all the items in the game, we're just gonna go pick up a couple power-ups, some missiles and some energy tanks and stuff. I mentioned that there was a couple things back here, so let's go pick it up. I like Brinstar anyway. Music here is pretty cool. Alright, just trying to think of the most efficient way to get through all this stuff. Let's see. I think I'll go this way. Yeah, just over here. Just the one little thing. I forgot to show this to you guys when I was down here, but you remember where we got the charge beam? Well, yeah, there's a super bomb thing. Your hint to go to this area is that long blue stretch down there. This is the only way to get there on the map. So the map gives you a little bit of a tip that, hey, there's something down here that you should check out. And if we'd come here once we had the super bombs, or the power bombs, sorry, this water would still have gotten in our way. So we wouldn't be able to do this. But there we go. The last energy tank. Or, not really the last, but for us it's the last one. Usually the Ridley one is the last one. But hey, now we're all pumped up. 99, or what is it? 14 energy tanks plus 4 reserve tanks. That's quite a lot of health. Energy health, whatever. Call it what you'd like. I think that's all for this side. There's one more thing in the blue area that we need to go pick up. And I left a little bit of a hint when we got to that part. This was like the second video, I think. Remember where we got our first missiles? That's pretty close to where we're headed. There might be some more surprises. Oh no, we also got an energy tank there. So yeah, we've been there a couple times. Forgot. Ah! Alright. Now, you remember these hopper guys that were a little bit tough last time? Not so bad with screw attack. Nothing so bad once you got a screw attack. And continue on with some more power bombing. The old eyeball room. Apparently the eyeballs have left. Someone disassembled them and put them away while we were traveling around. The little lighted eyeball thinger. Not much stands in our way with all the cool weaponry we've got now. So, what do? Well, if you'd been playing around down here after you got bombs, you would have noticed that there was something there. Now how do you get up that? That's quite the long pit, you say? Perfect time to do a power jump. But not only do you need a power jump, or a speed booster jump, you need the gravity suit to jump out of this properly and go up here. An invisible platform, isn't that sweet? And some more missiles. Just in case you are running low on missiles, you know. And even more missiles. This is one of those times in the game where they just throw in missiles at you everywhere. Alright, so we're doing good. I think there's 2 more missiles left that I've missed. I hope I've got all the super missiles. We'll find out once we get to our ship if I got them all or not. But unfortunately, you remember that gauntlet we went through a fairly long time ago? Yeah, that's how you get out. The gauntlet in Criteria, where there was all the lava death stuff. Well, because we missed 1 missile on that one, I'll have to go there 1 more time. But it's mostly on the way to where I want to go anyway, so it's not that bad. And there's also 1 more thing to do. This time, that big, long, jumpy, vertical chasm, we're actually going to take a little shortcut up this time. Well, it's not really shorter, but it's different. Space pirates. I think sometimes the way the plasma beam works is it can hit things twice sometimes. Sometimes it just hits them once and they freeze, but sometimes it actually counts it as 2 hits. So maybe on like larger sized enemies it happens more often. But anyway, that's just my theory. Pretty sure that's how it works. You remember this orange door from way back when I showed you that? Well, now that we actually could have come here quite a long time ago. All you needed was the ice beam to freeze those little guys and the speed booster to do that. And no, you can't just jump off the walls. Hopefully that's the last super missile. Like I was saying before, I hope I've got them all. Even if you did your wall jumping all the way up, you couldn't get across the spikes. But now that we've got our space jump, getting out's pretty easy. And you can see the other side. So you could have found this little hole, but it's just a gray door. There's nothing you could have done about it if you'd come here earlier. So that's that. And I think hopefully all that's left then is that gauntlet. So we'll find out how many missiles we have here in a second. Just go to our trusty old ship. It's a good time to save it anyway. Home sweet home. Power us up. Yeah, 50 super missiles, 220 missiles. Maybe it's 225. Either the total is 225 or I've missed a couple. I never remember exactly how many missiles there are in the game. Not like it makes a huge difference. So if you have the space jump, getting up here is a lot easier, obviously. I still haven't run into an opportunity to show you that, or haven't remembered anyway, to use my life recharger thing, unfortunately. Definitely easier to get through here. Oh, get out of here. Definitely easier to get through with the screw attack. I wouldn't be surprised if this area was meant to be, passed through once you've actually got the screw attack and the space jump and all that. Obviously you can get here quite a lot earlier if you want, but now that you can just jump through the walls, that makes it a bit easier. Although this one still takes the power bomb, I believe. Or not, never mind. You could have just screw attacked right through those spikes. Anyway, this time, I'm gonna just go down on this side. So like I said, if you'd done it properly the first time, you could get both missiles, but it just takes a tricky jump. You have to land right in the middle. Anyway, hopefully that's everything. I didn't miss anything. We'll find out once we've beaten the game. You'd think for all the times I've beaten it, I'd remember how many items there are. There it is. These guys aren't so tough anymore. Well, okay, they were never that tough. And down we go. Well, potentially down. So, here's our nice little statue. Goodbye, Phantom part. I really like how this statue all works. Like, it looks like one giant sort of demon-y thing together, and it's also made up of all the bosses. It's quite a nice detail, I think. Quite nice looking, I would say. Just the way they did that's cool. And then it falls to the floor. Mysterious. So where will we go now? What's this? This is the most complicated locking system in the game. In any game I've seen, just about. I don't even know how they'd get out from this. If this is how you're supposed to get down to this next area, how would the people that work here ever get up again? They just lock them in and seal the rooms, they can never get out. Maybe that's how space pirates do things. Anyway, welcome to Tourian, the final area. And there's lots of burning lava, of course. Workplace hazard, you know. Just for interest's sake, this is the last save game, the last save spot that works if you want to go back and get some items. Like if you miss something, that's the last place that you can save it. Well, there's another save spot, as you can see on the map. But if you go to that one, you can't come back. So, anyway, there's a point of no return coming. Oh, what's this? Oh, not good, not good. We have found Metroids, and this one doesn't look like our baby. And it's generally not a good idea to let them do this. It takes 3 power bombs to kill them. So that's the incorrect way to kill them. Let's just say. The correct way? Let's try this. So you have to freeze them, and then the quickest way is a super missile. Good old trusty super missiles, how I love you. So yeah, watch out for Metroids. These are just normal Metroids, they're not anything too special. They're kind of the immature form, but that's all good. This game only has one kind of Metroid, basically. The Game Boy version, the one on the home planet of the Metroids, SR388, has the more evolved, or just grown-up versions anyway. So for now, we're just killing Metroids. Ooh, that was close, almost got me. Definitely recommend killing them like that. And we have now reached the point of no, not the point of no return. Next room. These things, you can't do anything with them. That's crazy. So, some enemies that you can't even hurt. And a statue? Whoa. Turn to dust. Okay. Well, might have had a boss fight there, but didn't work. What is this? Everything's dusted? Crazy. All kinds of monsters. Oh, the screen stopped moving. Is this a boss? Well, how are we ever going to fight that thing? We can't even hurt it. Whoa, giant Metroid! Okay, so that thing turns things to dust? Well, that's not cool. Okay, get out of here. Get out! This isn't good. Uh-oh, guys. What are we gonna do? Metroid, let me go! Wait, why didn't it kill us? Okay. Thanks, buddy, for not killing us. I kind of think the Metroid said sorry there. Well, that was interesting. So, yeah, we're alive, but we only have 1 energy. Oh no, that's not how do you do this thing? I can't remember how to do it now. This is kind of time where you should be able to use your the recharge thing, but I can never remember how to do it. Maybe I'll have to do a bonus episode or something. There's a way to use your healing thing now. But the game very kindly gives you an energy recharge station. Now, what the heck was going on with that Metroid? You could even call it a Super Metroid, perhaps. It was so huge. It almost killed us. What are we going to do? At least it let us go. Well, all we can do is move forward at this point. Can't go backwards anymore. The doors are locked. I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Well, there's an eyeball door. What's behind this one? No boss is here yet. Well, folks, we've got a save spot. Better save it. Alright, I am going to wrap this video up here, and if you want to see how this giant Metroid and Samus figure things out, what the heck's going on, tune in for the next and last episode of Super Metroid. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.